Hello and welcome, it's Ruth here at artfulstampin.co.uk, and we're today going to be using a one sheet wonder that I created recently. It's this one here with all these beautiful flowers, and I wanted to just show you how, once you've got a really beautiful piece of paper, how you can use that as your kind of jump start, your springboard to creating a really fabulous card. Sometimes we can get a bit bogged down with, you know, what shall I use, what colours and so on. But sometimes if you anchor your decision making around one thing, it can just make it a little bit easier for you. So I'm going to talk through kind of my thought processes and hopefully help you guys navigate how you make, I would term this as a luxurious card, really. This is going to be quite a luxury card. Now, when I usually make luxury cards, they're actually square, 6 by 6, or roughly 5.5 by 5.5 inches. But I am actually going to attempt a slightly larger card because I don't know, I feel like I need to stretch myself a little bit, do something that I don't usually do. So hello those of you who are coming on live. Yes, I did do this live, and oh, I've got to turn myself down. Sorry about that, everybody. Now I have about 30 minutes to get started on this, and I really do have to stick to my 30 minutes. And after that, if I'm not finished, then I will come back later to complete it. But I really do have to get going. Right, so as I said, we've got this as a springboard. So this helps to determine roughly the colour choices. So in here I used Blueberry Bushel, Seaside Spray, Highland Heather, Gorgeous Grape and Call Me Clover. So I've immediately just pulled out all the cardstock scraps I have in these colours. All right, they're sitting here to my left. Then when I decided that I wanted to do what we call this an A5 size in the UK, it's basically A4 folded in half. So if you want to use a letter size in American I was going to say in American money, but no, in American measurements you use letter size, don't you? So if you just fold that in half, that's great. Then I thought I just need something else here to sort of neutralize it, to ground it all. So I've decided to add a neutral color here. I know sometimes, you know, white is neutral and sometimes I would term green as neutral, but I just feel I needed something else. So this piece of paper, DSP, it's current, it's from the Pressed Petals suite of DSP papers. It's got this lovely burlap effect on it. It's like photograph of fabric, and I just love that for kind of grounding things down. I don't know what quite I'm going to do with it yet, but I just feel it's great to have it there. So let me just say a quick hello to everybody who's come on live. Jessica, Renee, Kathy, Cindy and Tracy, lovely to see you all, and a big hello to everybody who's watching on the replay. I know not everybody can make it at this time of day, but I really needed to get on and do this. Okay, so first of all, I've got my card base, and I'm not sure if I want to use the whole sheet like that, or do I? I might do I? I'm just having a look. See, my thought was to actually cover the background and then add. I think I'm going to cover the background, then add. Right, I'm thinking of tearing. So if you're a little bit nervous about doing this, I recommend you get a ruler and you just hold it down. Let's get you in a bit closer. There we go. You get a ruler, and then it does look a bit like antique wallpaper, yeah. And then you can tear down the side of your ruler like that. It doesn't have to be perfect. And then you can eyeball this next stage. You just hold your paper there, and then think, where do I want it to go? So I want this here. Lining up the line of the centimetre markings with the top of the piece of paper, so I know it's at the right angle. And I only want a very small border around, because I want to be able to curl back the edges of this. All right. So, oh, let's see how much we've got to play with. Oh, not a lot. So I'm going to try and get this right up to the edge. Because the paper tore so easily in that direction, I know that the paper fibres are actually lying across. All right, because it was so easy to tear it. So I know that the fibres aren't going to be so easy to tear along here. Yeah, so I've just scored it a little bit with my nail. I should move that, but never mind. And I'm just pulling down now. Yeah, it's not so easy to, I mean, I know I've not got so much to hold on to, but yeah, I can tell the fibres are not wanting to do their thing. But that's okay. It's a bit more raggedy, but that's the look we want to go for, so it's okay. All right, let's pop that on there like that. So same on this side here. So don't, it's not too late to share this video out if you've got friends who you think might enjoy this. You know what, I'm going to make it a little bit easier for myself, and I'm actually going to really burnish that. There we go. And make it a bit easier to rip. Oh yeah, that's definitely easier. It's because I didn't leave much room for me to do it. Never mind. Right, there we go. Then with my fingers, so you don't need any special tools for this, you just use your fingers, just rough up the edges a little bit, and you can do it more with scissors if you want to. So even your snips, you can just scrape the edge a little bit to add a little bit more texture or distressing to the edge of that. Okay, lovely, because I want this to be quite 3D, this card. Then I've picked out, so these are the papers that are in the current and in colours. So this is Seaside Spray and this is the Purple Posy. And I really like the script in the background. On the back side is this lovely design as well, but for this one I want the script. So I'm just going to give that a tear and just oh, didn't want it to tear so easily that direction. Let's go with that one. Okay. Tear down like that. Just gonna have that in the background there. I'll keep these little pieces for now. Might need those. I'm also thinking of something lacy to go in the background, so I might just grab out some doilies. I think it might be nice to have a little doily poking in the background. Just going to put this edge. Might be nice just to have the odd other thing there. Grab a doily. These are current in the catalogue. Now, I'm not sure if I want the shiny side just yet. I might opt for that side and ink it up. We'll see. Hi, Sheila. Right. Then let's have a look at this. So we've got this lovely paper here that we made yesterday, and we want a good nice chunk of it. But if I just cut that into a quarter, I think that's probably enough for this. Actually, I'm going to cut a little bit more than a quarter. Cut it there. And cut it out there. So I've got quite a nice big chunk of that paper there, and I'm going to just distress the edges of this a little bit with my scissors. You see that? Oh, lots of fibres off. It's okay if it rips. We could just pull that back a bit. It's nice sometimes to reveal things underneath. Oh, is this your favourite colour, Jessica? Good. Okay. And yesterday, when I did do my one sheet wonder of this, so if you didn't catch that, do go back and watch it on the replay. Not right now, but afterwards. Someone did mention about using crumb cake, but I think it was in regards to another sheet. But we could use a little bit of crumb cake to distress the edges of this, just to make it look a little bit more ancient. So I'm going to grab the crumb cake. I'll get a scrap piece of paper. Get a brush. Okay, get some crumb cake around the edges of this. Oh, I need to try not to get the the fibres onto my ink pad. Just brush those off. Okay. Oh, actually, I'm going to do it to the edges of these as well, because otherwise it look a bit odd having everything so kind of pristine if I've started ink distressing everything else. Okay. Oh, I think that's my Stampin' Up water just arriving. Oh, is that my UPS in my Stampin' Up order?
Yes.
Oh, yes. Watching on TV, listening on computer, sometimes the sound doesn't work correctly. Oh dear. I didn't know you also did. Oh, lovely. Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't, it depends if I'm available, Sue, and what I'm doing in the evening. Like, usually at this time of day, I'm involved in the breastfeeding support thing, and we've had to change the time, so that's in the afternoons now. So I've got to go at like 12 or 12 for that. And then this evening, a friend of mine has invited me to a body shop party, so I kind of would like to have the evening off, as it were. So I thought, if I grab a moment now, I can do this, and you guys have got something to watch. Right, so I've done that. I think we could also do with a little bit of colour, a little bit of distressing on here, just to not make it look so stark. Because once you distress all the others, if you don't distress other bits of it, it can really stand out. So, I mean, you can also, if you want to, if you're in a bit of a hurry, you can just do that as well. Just don't apply it straight on. Oh, that's easier. That gets it on. There we go. Right, that's done. Get some glue. Try and find one that's fairly full. As you can see, I'm not gluing right to the edges because I want to be able to, you know, flip back the corners and things. Right here. Actually, I think I might just rip a bit off that side. That's better. I just wanted a little bit more of this showing. Right, I'm just going to go for it and stick this down. Sometimes I would wait and do all the other decorations first, but I want to get it done. I'm fairly confident. I think I know where I'm going next. Right, so the next stage is to create some nice embellishment, like some big, I want a nice big flower at this point here. And so I've got the various colours here, and I'm thinking I might cut with the balloon punch. Actually, I might just plug in my hot glue gun while I'm at it, because that will make my life a bit quicker, easier. I see that being framed. Oh, thank you. Okay, so let's cut some petals. See, as soon as I saw this punch, I saw petals. I didn't see a balloon. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, I'm just gonna do this. All right, now for those of you who've got joint issues, you might not be able to do this, so you can use tweezers if needs be. Let's see if I can find mine. Oh, there we go. But don't be afraid of or get someone else to do it. Get a small child. You know, employ the services of a child to do some scrunching, or I don't know, be quite rough with it. We want these petals to be really worked. And then grab a sponge. What did I use on this before? Oh, I think we'll get away with that. Some colour. Don't have to do all of it, just, you know, bits. Oh, this sponge is falling apart. I've had this a very long time, this sponge. This was an old Stampin' Up one. They obviously do integrate. I think I'm going to just bin this after I've used it. Wowzers. That really is disintegrating. Right, I'll bin that one. See if I've got any left. This one still works, right. Then I was thinking, with the gorgeous grape, I'm going to punch out a couple of these. So again, if you don't have these punches, it's fine. You know, use what you've got, or you can cut them out, these shapes. You know, don't have to be... Oh, I'll just do another one just in case. It's always good to do a just in case one. Right, I'm just going to work the fibres of this one, just get it going. Sometimes you can put two together. But what I really want to do with these is actually to curl these inwards. So if you don't have tweezers, you can use a pencil. I want to go for sort of more of a wild rose look where the petals curl in, not curl out. So I'll just get these going. I'm looking at the time. I'm like, come on, come on, come on. Super speedy card making. Right, come on. Last one. Okay. Right, and then I'm going to apply my ink to... You are going to get inky. Just to warn you, you will get inky hands doing this unless you put on gloves. I do have a lady actually who comes to my classes and she brings gloves because she knows how inky she's going to get. Right, is this plugged in and working? Yes, it's getting there. Okay, great. So those are going to go in the middle. Then I was thinking, would you believe I went to sleep thinking about this card last night? And I already decided what I wanted to do. For the centre, now I'm not going to use a punch here because again, you might not have this punch, but look, I'm going to show you how easy it is. So I'm going to cut a square, and this square measures roughly, because I know you're going to ask me, 2.5, oh, pretty spot on, 2.5 inches by 2.5 inches, which is about 7 by 7 centimetres. All right, so cut yourself a square, cut the corners off like that. Okay, then round off the corners like this. Okay, so you end up with a rough circle. Doesn't matter, it's not... Can you screw up the paper before you punch? Yes, but I wouldn't, because... I tell you what you could do is you could run it through your embossing folder. That's probably less likely to jam your punch. Lava soap for getting ink off. Oh, cool. Right, so then I'm just going to start cutting a spiral. So I'm putting my scissors straight ahead. I'm looking at the border here because I want to keep that the same as I go around. All right, that's what I'm looking at. I'm not worried about the spiral portion. I'm just looking at the border here. All right, trying to keep that even, and I'm moving my cardstock around. Now, you do get to the point here where there's a tricky bit because there's a bit, can you see there's a bit of a lump? Ignore that. That's going to have a little lump no matter what you do. But just keep going with the border being the same all the way around. Okay, so keep going until you end up with like a little circle at the end, like that. All right, because you need that. Then go back to this point here. See, as I said, you've got this little arch bit here. Just cut that off. All right, so you end up with a nice round spiral. If you want to give that a bit of a scrunch, you can do, just to soften the fibres, because when paper and card come out of the manufacturers, it's all the fibres are nicely laid together, but when we are creating, we need to sometimes soften these fibres up and get them moving, break them up a bit. Okay, then what I'm going to do is take my tweezers, and again, if you don't have tweezers, you can just about do this with your hands. You can just start rolling up gently with your fingers, but if you do have tweezers, it's a bit easier. So you just curl up the end and you just keep curling, and what you're looking for is keeping the spiral straight at the bottom, flat. Oh, I don't know if that flat is the right word. Okay, you want all the paper to lay down. Even though it will want to do other things, just keep that bottom bit flat there. All right. Hi, Jackie. All right, and then when you get to that point there where you've got quite a few sort of layers going, can you, is that focusing? You can use your thumb and finger, thumb at the bottom, finger on the top, then your thumb and finger around it, and you just keep twisting, twisting till you get to that point there, and then kind of give it a good squeeze together and then let go. All right, let go of it there, let it kind of do what it needs to do. Then you turn it over, lift the flap there, and this is the point where you put your hot glue down. And I apologise if you don't have a hot glue gun, but they are super inexpensive. This is like a £5 from a hardware store. You don't have to go to a craft shop. Just support your local hardware store. £5. Stick some glue on there. Do tiny little circles to get rid of that gluey web. Flip it over, turn it round, and then just hold it in place for about 10 seconds to allow the glue to cool down. Okay, this glue works by heating it up so it becomes a liquid, and then it hardens when it cools down. So don't touch the glue, please, otherwise you'll be hopping in your craft room. If you want to blow on it, that's fine. Add a little bit of extra coolness. If it's in not in the right place while it's cooling, you can go in there with your tweezers a little bit, and you've got a few seconds to kind of move things around. But once it's set, it's set. Right, let's work on the middle one. Let's get that glued together. So just a wee bit of glue there. Now I've got 3 of these, so I don't need to place it in between. I can twist it slightly over. So a bit of glue on there. And pop that in the middle. Like that. Okay. Now, how are we going to stick these together? I think it would be easy if I just get a bit of scrap bit of card from there. Just cut a rough circle. Right, I'm just going to place these roughly so that I know what I'm heading towards. How close I need to do everything. This glue gun's got life of its own. Okay, so that's quite a big flower. So I just wanted to check what it looks like on my card there. Yeah, that's fine. It needs to be quite big because we've got quite a busy background, so it does need to be quite eye-catching and big. Bring that back here. So that's about the distance. That's the sort of what's the word? Overlap that I need. So I'm going to pop that there like that. There like that. Oh, I'm a little bit shaky this morning. I went to town to do an errand. Then I bumped into somebody I'd not seen for absolutely ages, which was lovely. And we went for a coffee. And I had a mocha this morning, and I've not had anything really to eat yet. So I'm feeling like a little bit. And then I had a bit of a surprise. Something happened that I needed to help my husband deal with, and I've not had a chance to. Well, I'm trying not to eat before 12 at the moment. I'm trying to just eat between 12 and 8. So I know my sugar is a little bit low. So I'm like, whoo. And then I'm in a bit of a hurry as well. I've got literally 4 minutes to get this done. So right, so I have tried to stick these with the ink on the bottom, but that one I did the wrong way. Oops, because I'm going to be curving these round in a minute. Let's get it stuck together first, though. That's going to go in the middle, and that one's going to go in the middle of that one. Okay, good-o. Right, now we've got to have some leaves, haven't we? So this is the shaded spruce. Look, I've got all this scrap left over. I could not part with it. I had it on my floor going, oh, do I get rid of it, do I not? And I just couldn't, because I thought I can get so many leaves out of this scrap. So let's just cut some leaves. Now, if I had time, I would possibly go through some of my dies and cut some larger or some other leaf shapes, but I don't have the time right now, so I'm not going to do it. All right. And you know me and leaves, I can't have them flat, can I? I've got to work something into it. So we'll get some of these with some folds in. No, let's get 2 together. That might be a bit easier. Oh, take care, Sue. Actually, you know what? I might shout my husband to put some toast on me. On for me. Excuse me while I just shout. Tom? Tom? Could you put some toast on for me? Yeah, put some toast on for me, please. Toast? Yeah. Are there any muffins left? No. Right, so what we could do to create a bit of extra zhuzh, let me see what I've got in my ribbon and my... Oh, I've got some nice burlap. That'll do, won't it? Right, we'll use that instead. Just do a couple of pieces. Do one like that. Okay, so just stick this down so it doesn't move around when I'm trying to place it. If you put a little bit of glue, hot glue there. Like that. Oh, no, I don't need it on the top. What am I doing? And then use your silicone mat to protect your fingers. Just hold that down. Now I feel like toast. Oh, take care, Kathy. Watch the replay to see what it looks like. Right, and then you have to kind of wait for it to cool down. You can put your things away. There's the green. Do that while I'm waiting. And then you can flip your leaves through for a bit of colour. Just, you know, because it's going to look odd if you've got colour on other things and not on the leaves. Even just a little hint of colour. Just to darken them up a bit. There we go. Right. Right, so that can go there like that.
Would you reheat the leftover bacon?
If you want to, yeah, please, thank you. Yeah, that'd be lovely.
Peanut butter?
Yes, please. Right, okay, so let's just have a shove in, see what that looks like. Now, do you think I need another little... I think we need just another little something on this side. Make it a little bit more fuller. So place it down, bit of glue, do that so you don't burn your fingers. Is the lighting okay here? I feel like I'm a little bit in the dark there. I'll move that, see if that's better. Right, so if you like this video and it's your first time here, please do subscribe. If you're interested in purchasing any of the products that you see me use, please head to my online shop. The link will be below. And if you would like a physical copy of the catalogue from which these products are from, then do let me know as well. Please contact me. I've got various social media you can contact me via. So, if you've got any questions about this process, please put it in the comments below as well. Just because you've watched me on chat, live on chat, you can still ask questions afterwards. Right, so I think I'm ready for sticking down. I'm going to go with sticking... Oh, let's get the glue stick just in case. It looks good on your end. Okay, good. Actually, I'm going to stick this down. Stick that down. And a nice big lump of glue for the middle. And then tiny wee bit of glue. Ooh. Quick, get it under before it falls. There we go. Ugh, got things sticking to me everywhere now. There. Now, I'm just aware I have not put a sentiment on this. And if you have watched my videos, you'll know that I sometimes don't do that because I don't know who this is for yet. And that's okay. You know, sometimes it's nice to create for creating's sake, just enjoy the process, and not know who you're going to be giving it to. And it is lovely sometimes. You might have a card in your stash and, oh, no. You might have a situation come up and you go, oh, that's the perfect card for that person. So, right, I do want to twist these back a bit. must allow a bit of... Ooh, need a little bit of give. I want to curl these a bit more. Sometimes you can't always curl from the middle. Sometimes it's fine to just do the sides of the petals. Okay, come on. Just helps to make them look a little bit more realistic. Although I don't know of a purple flower with a blue centre. If anyone can let me know if that's real. If I put those ones in. Okay, I feel like I need to have something protruding out a little bit further here. Okay, right. I think I'm going to stop there for now. There is more that I could do to it, like put some embellishment. Oh, I forgot about the lace. Oh, I forgot about the doilies. You could add doilies if you wanted to. Just going to chop that off. No, maybe put it in the edge there somewhere. Obviously it needs a bit of colour on it because it looks a bit too stark white. That will be nice under there. Oh yeah, that's quite nice. Let's pop a little bit of glue on there. That's easy done. Stick it right under. There we go. That's quite pretty. Right, I'm going to stop there. I might in a later video just kind of add some extra little pearls and things like that. But for now, I have got to go, I'm afraid. Thank you so much for your company. Do comment below, as I said, if you've got any questions about the process or, yeah, there we go. So that's how to make kind of a luxury card using the One Sheet Wonder as a bit of an inspiration. So the One Sheet Wonder is kind of like your colour inspiration, really. So there we go. Right, lots of love to you all. Take care and have a fabulous day. Please remember to give me a thumbs up and comment below afterwards as well if you'd like to. Take care for now. Bye.